Hey guys, this is HTrade and I am a partner trader of Wesley Trades HQ. Alright, so I would just like to say I hope you enjoyed the festivities. Today is actually Boxing Day. So yeah, I hope you had a great Christmas with your family and your friends. So let's get back at it. So basically, the markets opened today, finally. So, alright. Now let's have a look here quickly. So basically, we take a look at Wednesday. All right, let's take a look at the news. So basically, Thursday and Friday today, there are a lot of bank holidays here, but today is not a US bank holiday. That's why the market is mostly moving. But there are a few other currencies that still has a holiday in which they won't be able to trade. So that's well in their currency at least. So, but long story short, the market is open. CME markets is open again. So the markets are moving. All right, cool. Next piece of info, I actually want to show you guys something quickly. This was the last trade that the boss, Wes himself, has traded, and that was on, I think that was, yeah, on the 19th of December. Just before he went on vacation as well. Now check this out. I'm just going to play the first few seconds here.
Cooked. You want that 5-minute high to get tapped? I don't understand why it just decides to do this. Insane clip for content? Bro. What the fuck, dude? What's up, YouTube? Welcome to...
Did you guys see that? It's absolutely insane. And the best of all is I was there when that happened. I was there in that live trading sessions. And just remember, guys, in the link in my video below, there will be a link to the Wesley Trades HQ Discord, which is absolutely free of charge. We are running just above 1,000 members. And it's all free of charge. Literally, the trading strategy that Wes trades during the live trades is free of charge. And we trade at least 3 to 4 days a week live on the Discord. So basically, if you go to the stream section, so when the stream starts, there will be a big green button that shows here at the top left, just below the Wesley Trades HQ Discord name, and you can click on it to join in. That's it. Easy as that. And if you don't know where to join, all you have to do is go on this menu here on the Wesley Network, Wesley Streams, and you click on there and you're in. Currently there's nobody here, but obviously, yeah. So everything is here, literally everything. Let me show you something. Let me show you something quickly. This was the trade. This was absolutely insane, guys. It was absolutely massively insane. Seriously, a lot of us took that trade. It was absolutely brilliant. Any case, so I want to start off with, let me quickly go to my trade journal section. So I want to show you guys this because this is part of my journey and it's necessary to show it. So basically, Wednesday was my previous was it Wednesday or when was it? Just quickly check here. 12th. On the 12th of no 23rd. Sorry, 23rd of December. That was the last trade that I did. That was the last recording that I did as well, right? So when the recording started, I was literally starting with this trade, right? It was a good setup. Let me just quickly show you exactly what happened. So before I show you the results, let me show you what happened. So let's go back to the 23rd, right? So remember when I said in the ending of that recording when I started this trade, let me just quickly do a replay. I think it's necessary to do a replay because it's going to show you exactly what I want to show you. So I'm going to select the bar. Replay. No. I want to start a replay. choose the bar, and go. All right, cool. So I'm going to leave all that information here to show you what happened afterwards, right? Okay, very easy. So what happened? Basically, what happened was we tapped into a 4-hour confluence here for our fair value gap. The 15-minute time frame made an inversion fair value gap right here. See that? Let me quickly delete that just to make things a little bit more clear. Right? We had an inversion fair value gap here that we created. Now, if you enlarge it, you will see it. You see, there's a tick and there's a tick. Very small inversion fair value gap, but it does count. Every single one of them. Every single inversion fair value gap counts. It's a crucial part of my strategy, right? So, and then there's another 15-minute inverted fair value gap. Price went up, retested that fair value gap, and price went up afterwards, right? This is after price tapped the 4-hour fair value gap. Now, at this point in time, price is still kind of bullish. What do I mean by that? So if you see this part here, it turned the 15-minute time frame bullish. Now, I was very aware of the fact that 15-minute time frame just started. Well, it looked like it wanted to turn bearish, but I told myself, listen, if price close below this level with a candle close, then we are going bearish because there's a very clear inverted fair value gap. When price closed with this bearish candle, it was a clear bearish inverted fair value gap. But the fact that we tapped a 4-hour fair value gap, price reacted bullish off it, we had this is, remember, when a trend like this changes or starts to change, like the 15-minute ER starts to change, right? Then it makes at least a 50% fib retracement, and that's where this is part of my strategy. So made a 50% retracement, we printed a bullish candle, we actually tapped this 15-minute inverted fair value gap as well. So reacted bullish off this fair value gap, 4-hour fair value gap, which is a higher time frame confluence. We turned bullish on the 15-minute time frame. We had a 50% retracement. This is all part of my strategy, right? I haven't put the 50% retracement inside this entry model here, but it is part of my strategy. And we printed a bullish candle. Usually, price goes into that direction. But remember, trading is a probability game, so it won't always go into your favor. So let's just go to the 1-minute time frame. So on the 1-minute time frame, we also had an inverted fair value gap, which is beautiful. Actually, no, I didn't enter off this because it wicked straight through that fair value gap. That's why. Oh, that's why I didn't enter. Okay, that makes now sense. Now, yes, price reacted bullish off this movement, but it wicked straight through that fair value gap, right? Any case, so I waited. I waited for another inverted fair value gap to be created, which is this one. It was created beautifully. Actually, it was created here already, but we didn't get a proper tap of CE and close above that fair value gap. So I waited for a 5-minute fair value gap. So it created a 5-minute inverted fair value gap. Not FEG, IFEG. Let's go back to the 5-minute. So we created a 5-minute fair value gap with this. Created a bullish fair value gap with this. We reacted off that. You see, all bullish confluences, right? Price tapped CE of this 5-minute inverted fair value gap, and when this 5-minute candle was printed, I entered the not printed. When we got another bullish candle that was printed off this 5-minute inverted fair value gap, I was in the trade. Boom. There we go. All right. So what happened after that? Boom. I got stopped out. It is what it is. That's what the market does. You can look for a lot of reasons towards why this happened, etc., etc., etc. But the fact of the matter is, you always, if you want to look for reasons why you lost, you will find those reasons, right? My normal reason overall for when you follow your complete strategy, and you hit your stop loss, it is what it is. That's it. You'll have to accept the fact that you lost and you have to move on to the next trade. If you don't, you're going to revenge trade. Then you're going to say, oh, cool. We reacted off this 15-minute inverted fair value gap again. Let's buy again. Let's quickly buy again. And take profit here and your stop loss wherever. But at the end of the day, take a look at the 15-minute time frame, right? So one of my crucial rules is, if the 15-minute time frame is bearish, you must go with a sell trade, with a bearish trade. If it's bullish, you go with a bullish trade. Like clearly we turned bullish here. We reacted off a 15-minute inverted fair value gap. We printed a bullish candle and we had a buy here. Boom. Happened. It's done. And then here, I should have been more aware that this was a sign that the 15-minute time frame is turning bearish right now. But we reacted off a higher time frame confluence and we had a 50% to 61.8% retracement. So this was still a good area to take a buy from. Any case, like I said, if you lose and you want to look for a reason why you lost, you will find that reason 100%. So, but we're done with this trade, right? So let's move on to the next. Then this one happened. So basically I lost 0.5% with that trade. I think, no, 0.25%, I think, with that trade. So let's move on. So I still had some risk left. So I basically lost $250 with that trade, right? Let me just quickly go back here. No, cancel. All right. So I lost, there's the trade, right? I lost $250 with that trade. So let's go back here. And then the next day, the next trade came. Remember there was news at 8:30. All right. We actually went into this daily fair value gap, which is a even bigger, higher time frame confluence than a 4-hour one, right? And then I thought to myself, I think we're gonna get into a nice buy from here, which we actually did. But let me just show you what happened. So basically, you can see I entered my trade here. Cause number one, we tapped into this daily fair value gap. On the 1 minute, we turned bullish here in this area, because it's a bearish fair value gap that turned into a bullish confluence after closing above it. We also had a bullish fair value gap that was printed. I waited for a tap of CE of that inverted fair value gap and I bought. So what happened next? Price basically consolidated for a bit and I got stopped out, even though I should not have been stopped out because my stop loss was here. The reason why I got stopped out was I literally, I cried. I seriously cried. I got stopped out there. Right? Which is absolutely nuts. Seriously. I know this is a pre-New York open trade, but my idea was sound because we tapped an even higher time frame confluence. All right. Let's go next. So New York open is 9:30, which is here, right? Take a look at this. Boom. Take profit hit. You see why I cried? Basically, there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Got stopped out here literally by the wick. Now, let's take a look at the trade that Wes took. It's absolutely an amazing trade as well. So basically, I got stopped out here. The reason why I got stopped out, even though it did not take my stop loss, is because of commission. The commission on the prop firm account, plus the previous loss, plus we are already so far in drawdown here. It made 500 US dollars, and it locked me out. The system locked me out of that move because I have a lockout in place which says if I lose more, if the open balance go above 500 plus commission, it closes for that day, and then I move on to the next day, which is perfectly fine. And I accepted my loss, and yeah, this happened. Absolutely crazy, right? Absolutely nuts. Anyways, let's get back to the trade that Wes took, right? So let's take a look what happened. Just gonna give it some time. All right, we printed a new bullish fair value gap here, and remember, we just came off a very high time frame confluence, which is right here. So take a look here. We tapped CE, printed the bullish candle. Boom, in the trade. You can take your stop loss here or wherever you like. Was it this one? I can't remember if it was this one, but let's take a look. He got nearly stopped out. Yeah, I think it's this trade. Let's have a look. No, it's not this trade. Not this one. All right, let's quickly find the correct one. I think he was looking at SMTs as well. I don't think there was an SMT here for this move. All right, but anyway, after that buy move, we got a 50% fib retracement, and we waited for price to tap a higher time frame confluence. More, sorry, 15-minute confluence. So yeah, here we go. Let's take a look. Let's actually just take a look at the trade that was made. It was one of these trades. It was one of this. No, it was during this move up. 9:45. It was during that move up. 100%. I think. Okay, closed above it. No, it's not this. Let's just have a look here quickly. Just gonna go back to the video. When was this? 9? 19th of December. Oh, this trade was on 19th of December. Sorry. All right. Sorry. But let's just quick proceed. So we're currently on the 23rd of December, right? So, the next trade that came for the actual New York session is 50% fib retracement. We are still bullish on the higher time frame. We printed a 15-minute inverted fair value gap. We retraced into this 15-minute fair value gap there. All you could have done is just wait. Wait. There we go. Finally, 1 minute turned bullish. Completely bullish. With an inversion fair value gap here, an inversion fair value gap here. And waited for retest. Boom. Which we got exactly there. And we bought. So basically I was already out for the day, but I just paper traded this because I knew New York was still not 100% done yet. And take a look at this beauty. Boom. And best of all is I posted this trade in the futures trade section. Let me show you guys. I even gave all the reasons, entry, everything. Yeah. Take a look at this. You see, there's my trade. Boom. 50%, 61% retracement, tap off a 15-minute inverted fair value gap, 1 minute turn bullish, tap of CE, and boom, we launched. And best of all is this was not a signal, because we are not a signal provider. We are not. But I was in this trade. I told the guys we're in this trade. I gave all the conferences here. And I explained what happened. And boom. I told the guys, listen, if you were in this trade, if you saw this trade that I posted and you were in this trade, you can safely take your profit here. And that's it. So yeah, that was beautiful. Now let's get to the 19th. Let's just show a little piece of the video of Wesley Trades. Let's just do this. Looking for entries. Let's go, yeah.
We have New York market, and we inverse that gap. That's stacking.
Let's do this quickly. On the 19th. This was brilliant.
And we inverse that gap. That's stacking my confluences for sure.
Tapped CE off that.
We'll just go 250 risk.
Into trade.
We stay high. That's bread and butter right there. We can go to 4-hour wick as well and trim. Here, we can do this. Cooked. You want that 5-minute high to get tapped? Yeah, dude.
Take a look at that. Take a look at that.
Oh, what?
That was insane.
Dude, what? Stop doing this to us, bro.
And you guys,
the market maker told me where to put my stop loss. What the fuck is this?
You can clearly see
this is one tick again.
He didn't move the stop loss at all.
That's one tick
of the trade
again. What the fuck, dude? I'm clip farming. Told you West Pillow Talk works.
That was nuts. Exactly. That was crazy. Alright, so let me just sign off by saying you guys should really join me in this Discord. It's really fun. And we trade together in live sessions, like I said, every week. Now, this is the only week that we skip because we are on the holiday season during December, so the market usually don't move as it normally does. But yeah, it's insane amount of fun, seriously. Any case, hope you guys enjoyed watching this with me, and yeah, I hope you guys like and subscribe this video. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, let's move on to the next trading week. Cheers.